Ku from Intolign, and welcome to another heartfelt chat. It's often that even without trying to, I'm able to open up a stranger and they can tell me really, really deep things that maybe usually they're not comfortable sharing with a stranger. So I do have this like wanting to be friends with everyone kind of thing going on with me. But mothering is different because it's very nurturing. It comes from a place of love, and I think that a lot of people have a bad association with mothering, whether it's with how you were raised, your relationship with your mom, things like that. Sometimes we think that mothers or mothering can be like very overbearing, very top down, things like that. So mothering for me, at least how it's coming to me, is all about allowing the person who you love to be who they're meant to be. And it's all about giving that person fertile ground to grow, to encourage, to support, and to give them what they need so that the best version of themselves can come into this world. And I also know that, when it comes to mothering, not many individuals actually feel fully mothered. And by that, I mean, not many of us feel like we were truly loved in the way that we wanted to be when we were younger. And so there's this space or this gap within our hearts, and we're longing to be loved, we're longing to be taken care of, we're longing for that attention. And the other day, I was just thinking about, if I was to bring this energy to myself, how differently would I treat myself? And I realized that I could love myself, I could accept myself, I could support myself so much more than I currently am. And it's because when I look at myself in this motherly way, I just want to help me grow. I want to bring this gentleness, this kindness, and this openness and this care to myself in every single moment. And I think that's really, really beautiful. I think that's really, really beautiful if we can grow that and live that and give ourselves that. So sometimes I think that mothering does have a bad rep, but when we take it in this context, it's all about allowing what's there to come into form. And just looking at normal life, right? Like how many people actually accept and open themselves up to what is truly there within them. Like so many of us are busy doing things that we've been told we should do, or doing things that we don't necessarily want to, we're fitting ourselves into a certain mold or shape, and that's not us. Like we're not giving ourselves the fertile soil to become who we can be. And so I think that if we brought this energy, if we brought this motherly care to ourselves, and we saw ourselves as like maybe not yet even complete, like we're gonna surprise ourselves into who we will become and who we can grow into, and that's beautiful. And to give ourselves space to change and to grow and to become someone else that we can't even imagine right now. And I think that's key, to not hold ourselves to some kind of standard. And I think we all hated that, right? Like when a parent like tried to force us into like perfection or to some kind of idea that they thought we needed to be. And as a child, I think everyone went through that and everyone hated that experience, right? So how much of that are we actually doing to ourselves? Like how much of that are we cramming ourselves into a certain idea of who we need to be? So I think when we drop that, when we drop all the ways that maybe the mothering that we experienced when we were growing up that we did not like, we did not appreciate, the forcing, the trying to meet a certain standard, trying to make you into someone who you're not, things like that, or the forcefulness, if we drop that from our lives, like how much better would your relationships be? How much happier would you be? And what would you do? So I think this is ultimately really, really exciting. At least for me, it opened up a whole new way I can be myself. And it's completely changed. I think it's way more than self-love. It's way more than self-care, because it's not just about love. It's about tending to you, tending to someone, and knowing that in the first place they're perfect, and that you're just helping them grow and grow and grow. And I think if we can bring that attitude to ourselves, and if we can see other people and support other people in this way, then the world would change in such a big way. So anyways, I'm really fully integrating this like mothering idea, this concept, this energy, both to myself on a personal level, of course, but also to the work. Because I know that, you know, even at the very beginning when I was starting my energy healing work, I needed to love the person in front of me in order to work with them, because I needed an open heart. I needed an openness to whatever came up in the session, whatever is happening, whatever it is that they want to reach towards, whatever is coming up and expressing itself. I couldn't judge, otherwise my work would not work. So in the same way, I think that mothering, this lack of judgment, this openness, this allowing is so gold. And I'm letting that come into shape more and more within my work in Intolign too. So anyways, that's my take on mothering and how it's really grown on me, and it's really become a thing that I'm embodying more and more, integrating into my life and integrating into my work. So let me know down in the comments below, you know, how was your experience being mothered? And how can you mother yourself? You know, the mothering, the beautiful definition that I am describing and that I was talking about, how you can bring that energy to you. Because I think we could all use a little bit more mothering, but this time instead of expecting it from somewhere else, well, we can give that to ourselves. So thanks for joining me in this video. Can't wait to hear what you have to share down below, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification button, the little bell, so we can catch up again next time. Bye!